Hi, it's me again with my blog. Yeah, I'm at home tonight, so I can talk louder, and you can hear me better than me whispering in the dark toilet. Fat, naked, bearded man on the toilet blog will probably be tomorrow night. We shall see. Anyway, yeah. So I'm going to give you a history on this day and some other things to entertain you for 5 minutes, although it's hardly entertaining, I don't think. But never mind, I'm going to do it anyway. So let's have philosophy quote of the day. Nothing brilliant was ever spoken by a man who didn't listen first. This is a quote by Linda Poindexter. She quite often gets quoted on this site. I've never heard of her. I tried looking her up to see, she's a famous philosopher or something, but I couldn't find much about her. Oh well. Anyway, let's do a geographical fact, or some geographical facts. I've got to just bear with me as I scroll down the page. Scrolling down the page, scrolling down the page. There should be a jingle for scrolling down the page. La 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 la. The city of Houston, Texas is built on a swamp and is slowly sinking. More than 25% of the world's forests are in Siberia. The average iceberg weighs 20 million tons, is that? I think so. 60 is a million, isn't it? Or is it 12 in certain places? I always lose track. But it's 20,000. Yeah, that's right, that's 20 million. No, surely not. An iceberg weighs 20,000 tons. Sure, that's a million. 20 million tons? That's... I would have thought a whole glacier would weigh that much, not just an average iceberg. Some of these facts could be wrong. Yeah, this is the internet. I'm reading facts off the internet here, so don't, who knows. I'm going to give you lots of facts because I've got this page open, so I'm just going to give you lots of facts. It takes a drop of ocean water more than 1,000 years to circulate around the world. Now, this one is one of those facts, it's like, how on earth could they possibly say that? What, they've stuck a little tag on a drop of water in the ocean and then sort of tracked it somehow on its journey around the world, or what? How have they possibly ascertained this? It's obviously through guessing, isn't it? I mean, it's not possible to have, I don't know, I don't care. And you've got all things like flowing of the ocean waves and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, Louisiana is the only state that grows inland area every year. Oh, right, sorry. Louisiana is the only state that grows inland area every year, not inland area, inland area every year due to alluvial deposits from the Mississippi River. So Louisiana gets bigger every year, slightly, apparently. Mexico City is built on top of an underground reservoir. Ooh. The Amazon rainforest produces more than 20% of the world's oxygen supply. And 1 cubic mile of seawater contains about 50 pounds of gold. Surely, if there's 50 pounds of gold in 1 cubic mile of seawater, some adventurous entrepreneur scientist would have found a way of claiming the gold from the seawater. Surely they would. But I suppose if there was that much gold, though, then the gold would lose its value, wouldn't it? Oh, I don't know. Right, let me do some history for you now. Some history. History on this day, the 26th of June. I'm not a millionaire, by the way. I'm on about $2.53. Then I'm not really making any videos much apart from these videos that me just talking, and I'm not even sure why I'm bothering with these because I'm just doing it because I said I was going to do it, and I've become kind of like depressed with it all. I've got doctors tomorrow, so hopefully they'll get signed off work for a bit longer as well because I can't handle it at the moment. Don't want to go to work, man. It's just too much like bleh. Right, on the 26th of June in 1483, Richard III becomes King of England after declaring his nephews Edward and Richard illegitimate. Did he now? Those aren't the two that were put into the tower and were found as skeletons years or centuries later. Did you not have them killed, bumped off? Is that two? Is that boys in the tower? Before he himself died and became discovered in a car park in Leicester? His skeleton. Anyway, on this day in 1934, Hitler purged his rivals in the SA, including their leader, Ernst, and this is not coming up properly. It's got some weird. I think it's some kind of cock up in the text. Ernst Rafalm, maybe, but it looks like some weird sign in the middle of it. I'm gonna have to look out what that is actually. During the night of the long knives, I've heard of the night of long knives. SA. It's is that the army? Is that the army part? I'm not too sure. And then he got the SS to come in instead. I've read books about that era, or books that contain some information about that era. But anyway, whatever. Well, on this day in 1945, the Charter of the United Nations is signed by 51 nations in San Francisco, US. Is it Ernst Röhm? R-O-H-M-E, maybe? That rings a bell. Let me just do a quick search. Ernst R-O-H-M. Is this who it is? Come on, open up and tell me. Ernst Röhm. Joining them. It doesn't say. I can't bother. I was head of the SA up to July 1934. So not June 1934 then, which this was talking about. The man was Ernst Röhm, and in 1934 Hitler conspired to have him murdered. Yes, I think it could be Ernst Röhm. Yeah, because it didn't come up properly because it's one of them O's with the little dots over the top of it. And I'm assuming the text wouldn't print it out properly on this because it's come out as Ernst Raffa. Yeah, that's what it's done. Yeah, it's got A with an accent above it, F with a funny slant, A with an accent above it, and then a funny looking symbol. It's like something that should be on a musical scale. And that's obviously a cock up, and it should be a funny little O, two dots over it. Yeah, because the R, H, and the M are there. Oh, God, why am I even going on about this? You don't care. I don't know why I'm bothering. I should just have shut up about it and got on with watching my telly program. Anyway, let's just finish off with a poem. Ooh, it's a poem by someone called Vachal Lindsay, who lived from 1879 to 1931. There's a note here. It says, note to Poetry Out Loud students, this poem begins with an epigraph that must be recited. Omitting the epigraph will affect your accuracy score. So I'm going to I'm going to say the I'm not going to admit, I'm going to recite it. I'm going to recite the epigraph. Alright, The Traveller Heart by Vachal Lindsay. Here's the epigraph. To a man who maintained that the mausoleum is the stateliest possible manner of interment. So if you're a Poetry Out Loud student, make sure you say that bit before you recite the rest of it. I would be one with the dark, dark earth, follow the plough with a yokel tread. I would be part of the Indian corn, walking the rows with the plumes overhead. I would be one with the lavish earth, eating the bee stung's apple red, walking where lambs walk on the hills, by oak grove paths to the pools be led. I would be one with the dark bright night, when sparkling skies and the lightning wed, walking on with the vicious wind, by roads whence even the dogs have fled. I would be one with the sacred earth, on to the end till I sleep with the dead. Terror shall put no spears through me, peace shall jewel my shroud instead. I shall be one with all pit-black things, finding their lowering fret unsaid. Stars for my pillows, there in the gloom, oak roots arching about my head. Stars like daisies shall rise through the earth, acorns fall round my breast that bled. Children shall weave there a flowery chain, squirrels on acorn hearts be fed. Fruit of the traveller heart of me, fruit of my harvest songs long sped, sweet with the life of my sunburned days, when the sheaves were ripe and the apples red. Yes, cocked it up a bit, just a little tiny bit cocky-uppy there. I was thinking to myself, oh, this is going fairly good, seeing as I'm reading this for the first time, and it's got some quite tricky languages-y bits in it. But yeah, I cocked it up at the end. Oh, if I really cared, I could just like do like a poetry reading thing, but actually practice the poems first, so I knew what was coming up rather than reading it through for the first time, and maybe it would sound better. But who cares? Come on, everybody! Bum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum ba. I don't know what I said that for. I'm going. Uh, uh,